This brick, I'm sure we all had with the beep beep button on the side.
It should be a museum exhibit.
This one was super futuristic with the sliding keyboard.
The bin of old cell phones.
Gonna go through here.
That Robert Burns is rifling through.
The phone with a full-blown camera on the back side of it.
Obsolete technology.
Some of these I never heard of.
That's reached the end of the road.
These are stuff that we were just gonna shred anyway. These were going to get recycled and broken down.
That's what they do at Sunnking in Brockport, the electronics recycling firm which collects old cell phones and much more. But phones...
So they asked for a lot of the older phones that a lot of us have recycled, like this flip phone here.
Are what piqued the interest of the folks at the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. for their newest exhibit.
Didn't expect anything back, and then they emailed, and I was surprised, and it went from there.
Sunnking sent hundreds of old devices to the nation's capital for an exhibit called Cell Phone, Unseen Connections, highlighting the evolution of cell phones and their impact on society.
Your name is there.
Longtime employee Tammy Maxon is the woman in the video, who is also prominently featured in the Smithsonian display.
It's amazing. To be honest, there's really no words that you can describe the feeling I had. Just thinking that I'm in a museum with dinosaurs and diamonds and all these other important events. You're still pulling from over here.
Maxon just celebrated her 10th anniversary at Sunnking. She's a manager who oversees the recycling line.
Speakers.
Part of the Smithsonian exhibit highlights the responsible recycling of old electronics. Maxon is thrilled not only to be featured in the museum, but to know that her son will get to see it on his 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C. next year.
It's really cool that he gets to brag and show his classmates what his mom does and how important it is to educate the younger people on proper recycling.
And to see our name and to know that Brockport, New York is represented in the most famous museum of our country, I think that for us was still surreal and still is.
One person's junk? No, old phones worthy of a museum exhibit.
No, it's pretty cool. Really, really awesome.
In Brockport, Seth Voorhees, Spectrum News.
Wow, look at that. Brockport minted in history in the Smithsonian Museum.
I know, right?
There.
Super cool. I'm gonna have to go check that out when I'm in the area next time.
I like the fact that her son's gonna get to see her in that museum.
Amazing.
On a field trip. That's
Full
cool.
circle, right?
Yeah.
Well, that exhibit will remain on display at the Smithsonian through 2026.
Well, that does it for this hour here on your weekend on Spectrum News 1. I'm Mercedes Williams.
And I'm Erin Kotel Altman. More of the top stories and weather straight ahead. We'll be back.